To the Unacademy. Welcome to India's largest learning platform. I hope all of you are really working very, very hard as they get examinations. Am I audible, everyone? So please tell me, is that everything going fine? So today's class is going to be very, very important because in the today's class, I will be starting the organic chemistry. As you know, organic chemistry is a very, very important for your upcoming examinations, right? Start today. So now, as you know, our target is the CSIR NET and GATE examinations. So let's start today. Good morning, Praveen. Okay. So we'll be starting this particular class with a very important examples, and let me see how many of you will be able to give the correct answer for it. Okay, let's see. So अब बताओ, what is the name of this reaction? So this one is a six-membered ring, okay, and here this is called the ONO, and stereochemistry of this, and we are treating this molecule with the photochemical condition. Photochemical condition. Then whenever we are treating this molecule, ethyl chloride in presence of pyridine, then you'll be forming the B. So you have to say what is the product B will be, right? B product concept. What is the product B will be? So first thing of the name of the reaction is the, what is the name of the reactions? Name of this reaction is the Barton reaction. Morning everyone. So in the Barton reactions, you have to see the alpha, the delta. This is also delta, also delta. At the same time, delta, also delta. So आपको बताना है, you have to say which of the delta will undergo. So at first क्या होगा? The radical cleavage will be taking place and this radical will. अब बताओ which proton abstraction will. If I give the nomenclature form, अगर एक nomenclature देते हैं, let's suppose one is called as A and this one. अब बताओ, tell me everyone, A, B or C, which proton will be abstracted? Barton reactions. Which of the proton will? So देखो, for these Barton reactions, you are understanding alpha, beta, gamma, delta. That proton will be abstracted. Which one will be forming the six-membered cyclic transition state? And they should be presenting into the same plane. So for this particular part, you are understanding that a proton is present into the six-membered cyclic transition state. How that is forming? Dekho, this is forming the six-membered cyclic transition state. Okay. So after the, whenever the photochemical condition has been given, this will be converted to the O radical and the NO radical. NO radical, right? Now for this molecule, they are presenting into the same site. So now hydrogen, this will be undergoing the six-membered cyclic transition state. So if I show the cyclic transition state will be like this. Cyclic transition state will be like this, right? Cyclic transition. So क्या करेगा? So now after this part, this will be abstracting this proton and this will be following the formation, the radical form. And everything is alpha. So this one is the propyl group. Propyl group is remaining same. And finally, this one will be having radical and this one. Now in the reaction medium, NO radical was still there. Now this radical and the NO radical will be the bond with, and finally, and which will be regarded as क्या बनेगा final? Great. So now after the next step, you can do the keto-enol tautomerism, right? So this double bond will be forming double bond and this will be the hydroxy group. So tell me everyone, if you are forming the hydroxy group in this side, the hydroxy group will be forming in which of the side? Let me draw the structure. Let me draw. So it will be leading to the formation of the hydroxylamine formation, right? NOH. NOH formation. Was the hydroxy capacity would be now अब बताओ hydroxy will be in which of the site? सर आपने Claydon, I have done Claydon solution manual in the Academy Plus, Unacademy Plus and three classes maybe I have done some. Three classes also I have done. Three chapters and other things I have done. Now अब बताओ hydroxy group will be presenting, right? So I'm writing the both of the two options. What do you think? In which of the side the hydro morning Praveen, Nakrani, Priya, Lakhan, Sita. So as you know that in this particular the hydroxy group will be trying to be present into the less hindered site. So if you presenting into the less hindered site, अगर less hindered site में अगर क्या होगा? Hydroxy will be the B. Low voice is low or voice is okay? Please say everyone. I think everything is correct, na? So in this particular scenario क्या होगा? Sir, voice is low. In the Unacademy Plus, I have done Unacademy Plus. I have done some of the chapters, and some of the chapters I have done into the special classes. Voice is not. Now I think now voice is okay. I think. Now the voice is okay. So now in this scenario, the hydroxy group is remaining present into this side. So this is a perfect orientation, right? Okay. So this is the structure of A, and the propyl group is remaining over here. Propyl group will be. Okay, propyl group will. So now in the next step क्या होगा? So all of you have written. I'll be using the new slide. Let's go to the news. So now the product that has been formed. Now whenever we will be treating the molecule, the ethyl chloride pyridine will be abstracting this. Pyridine will be abstracting this, and after this part, tosyl chloride, right? The structure of the tosyl chloride will be like this. Ethyl group. This one is the structure of the oxygen minus will be attacking to, and this the voice is still low. Understand, na? Prabhulla, what is my voice? My voice is okay or not? बताओ कि ना ओके ना देखो तो in this particular scenario क्या बनेगा ultimate. So finally there is the nitrogen. And the next step क्या होगा देखो OTS is an example for a good living group. So this particular group can be eliminated from the OTS is an example for a good living can getting eliminated. Now nitrogen will be forming the positive charge, right? But it gets eliminated, it will be now whenever it is forming the positive charge, now one of the particular group will attack. अब बताओ this will be attacking the bond. So what do you mean by this? Then in this scenario, अब बताओ what is the charge will be obtained over here for carbon? This carbon, what is the charge is of? If you're having the problem in understanding, just write down A and B. So whenever the bond is attacking the things like this, then that means A minus, and here the B is at the same time. Whenever you are forming bond like this, which here is a positive charge generation takes place, there is a negative charge generation, and ultimately this negative charge will be acting as a file, and which is the positive. Just do step group, right? So this particular part क्या बनेगा? One is the propyl group, and finally there is a new bond formation, and finally their hydroxy group will be remaining as it is. Now in the reaction medium, water is there. The reaction medium, water is there. Water will attack into propyl group, nitrogen, and double bond के साथ. And the next step क्या होगा? Nitrogen is containing the lone pair of electron, and the next step, then lone pair of electron and the positive, the propyl group. So finally you will be obtaining night form cyclic. Please tell me if there is any doubt. Is it clear? Now let's do that. Let's do the next question. One is a double bond. One is a phenyl group, and this is treated with the butane. Phenyl methyl. There is a tall, and we are using the reflux. Now you have to tell me what is the correct answer. Like the final I'm embroidering or tell me everyone. Will be getting embroidering. What is the thing that you get? क्या मिलेगा आपको? So Bu3SNH AIBN. So this is the radical initiation, right? Very good morning. So Bu3SNH and the AIBN will be forming Bu3SN radical form. I hope all of you know the mechanism, right? So if I do the mechanism, AIBN structure will be like this in azoisoperonitrile. So whenever it is undergoing the photochemical or the thermal conduction by a bond at this scenario, there are the two radical centrifugal bond because this one is having the high into his wall. Now the reaction medium bu SNH there is there. So as you are understanding hydrogen and the T that much of the core overlap की वजह से इतना stable नहीं. Now this radical abstract this and finally इसमें क्या बनेगा आपने? But talk about the property. Always remember Bu3SN radical the halide accept has the high affinity halide. This is an example of the halide. Halide acceptor मतलब in this scenario, in the next case, if you try to understand क्या था हम लोग they're having the carbonyl. I have already told you that Bu3SN radical is having the affinity. The, this will abstract this protein, halogen, and finally radical. Now the voice is fine. Yeah, voice should be clear now. Everything is clear, I think. Please refresh करो आप लोगों को इंटरनेट कंडीशन सही नहीं है शायद. See, the voice is like हाउ मच देखो कितना तक जा रहा है ना. क्लियर है ना. नाउ इट इज फाइन. I think yeah, everything is fine. I can see myself. Everything is fine on my side, from my side. So please refresh your page. Otherwise, just disconnect, get disconnected, and try it again. You might not have the internet quality good. आपको इंटरनेट क्वालिटी सही नहीं है. देखो. थैंक यू. देखो. So in this scenarios क्या होगा? This one will be having the double bond. There is a nitrogen group. So you are practicing, right? Now this one will be having the carbonyl group. This is radical. Radical. Now always remember. Now this radical is having the two possibilities. Okay. Now this radical is forming the two possibilities. देखो, you are understanding this radical here is only one radical will be forming and here is one radical. So ultimately, for this scenario, one radical is in this side, one radical is in this side, and here is the nitrogen, here is the carbonyl, here is also radical. So now everyone, tell me everyone, which radical is most stable? Because most stable radical will be remaining into the solution medium for the longer time. Which one is most stable? देखो, nitrogen is containing the lone pair of electron. At the same time, nitrogen is having the minus I effect, right? As you know that radical can be stabilized with the electron withdrawing group as well as the electron donating group also, right? So nitrogen is having the minus I effect. Now due to the minus I effect, क्या होगा? This radical will be stabilized. This radical will be stable. So stable radical will be reacting later. So at first there will be the bond formation in between the both of the two groups. So finally, because stable radical will be remaining into longer time. So here the radical will be remaining into the nitrogen, carbonyl, and here is the benzyl group, right? So ultimately क्या होगा? In these scenarios, let's suppose the stereochemistry of the hydrogen has been shown below. So now then again this radical also will be abstracting the Bu3SNH or from the solvent. Bu3SNH is not there, from the solvent it will abstract the proton, right? So it will be basically abstracting the proton from. Then this radical will be abstracting this proton. Now please tell me everyone, what is the stereochemistry of this hydrogen? What is the stereo? I am showing the stereochemistry of the hydrogen in the site. So always remember, whenever you'll be having the opportunity to form the, whenever you'll be having the opportunity to form C this fuse priority. Here hydrogen is below and this hydrogen also. So finally, very good. Okay, now let's do the next question. If I do the next question, I'm just drawing the question, and you have to tell me everyone double bond nitrogen. We are treating as you as following as and we are using. अब बताओ in this scenario, unmembered or four membered? Unmembered is A and this. Try everyone. So if you find this class useful, don't forget I'm remembering. So always remember stable radical will react later, right? So this one was the question. Now we'll be trying to solve this question. उसके बाद हम लोग try करेंगे. So here are the important thing is there. The radical stable radical will reaction reaction ज़्यादा time के that means stable radical reacts later. Radical reacts radical बाद में react. Unstable radical and you know stability of the radical is the comparative. So you cannot say a radical is stable or unstable, right? So you have to ask that respect to which. So first thing you are understanding that SN radical will be abstracting this halide because Bu3 SN radical, you know, an example halide acceptor SN radical SN radical radical. So finally, just here we are forming radical. Now at the same time, if you break this double bond, देखो, there will be no double bond will be broken of this benzene ring because benzene ring is already stable by aromaticity, right? Benzene ring is already stable by because aromaticity. Aromaticity की वजह से stable है. Benzene rings का pi bond is not not that much. Now here you can break the bond and you can form the radical. अब बताओ which one of this radical is stable or B? Example. In the previous cases, that was normally the second degree radical, right? But in these scenarios, now the A radical has become the benzylic radical. That is the main important benzylic radical, and this benzylic radical sustain. Why? Because this radical undergoes the conjugations with the benzene ring. Undergo undergo and undergo the benzene. That is the reason because of which you will be giving this stable. And you know stable radical will be reacting later, है ना? Stable radical. So finally this will be membered ring. ये कितने membered ring बनेगा? This one will be leading to. Previous molecule was the fused. This one fused molecule. But now in this particular example, molecule बनेगा इसमें. Here is pyro. Pyro compound generation take. Pyro ring बने. And ultimately this radical का fate क्या होगा? This radical will be abstract. क्या मैं present था? there any doubt? Okay, Vaishnavi. Net connection सही नहीं. देखो the students who are watching this into the low, they must but it was 720p. So if you see this into the 720p, then you'll be thinking then the quality you're finding that Light quality is not. Light quality and everything is fine. Just in it. So in this particular class, I am taking the so whatever the I am saying, all of the questions. The next. And plus this I'll be sending this particular PDF of this lecture. I'm sending. So if you have not joined till now, well done. So now in this particular scenario, what will be the correct answer? If you take this CUSO, so what will be the final? So for this question, just try to understand everyone. Whenever you will be having a molecule, जब भी एक molecule आएगा, this can be written as like the molecule. One. So now nitrogen is having the capability to the three bond. So whenever you are giving the one bond extra, positive charge, right? Nitrogen is normally forming three bond. You are giving one carbon, one bond less, then you have to. But in such a way, you have to give the sign that overall charge must be same. The overall charge of this molecule is zero, neutral molecule, right? The overall charge will be zero. Now you can understand that this resonance you can whenever you'll be doing this resonance, you will be obtaining this minus, and here is the n triple. Now also overall charge of this molecule is zero, right? Now whenever from a negatively charged species, if one of the group is getting eliminated, then this will be leading. Carbon is an example for electron deficient species. So basically the nucleophile. So whenever you are talking about the electron deficient species, basically nucleophile will be attacking to this carbon. Okay, nucleophile will be attacking to this. So the shortcut of understanding that, just whenever the molecule is having the N2 group, na, this carbon जिसके साथ N2 group is attached, just form the carbon over that carbon. उस carbon पे carbon कर दो, carbon बना, getting it. Now we are having the butyl group. Same time, now you know sulfur is having the lone pair of electron. Because remember, whenever you are having a particular negative charge always attached to the positive. Negative charge always negative charge. the lone pair of electrons attacking to ultimately electron reaches the electron, right? So now sulfur lone pair of electron is the electron recenter, and now it will be attacking to the center, right? So from this particular molecule, we will be obtaining the group L group and sulfur. Sulfur will be having the positive charge, and here the two groups are remaining, and here is also negative charge. Now what will happen? Now this negative charge will be attacking to this part, double bond, and the positive. So this is an example for a which reaction? Bond which is broken has been one. The new bond formation takes place in the 2 and 3, why it is called 3 rearrangement reactions. So finally, each group will be, so this one is attacking with, so the next one. The same rule will be applied of the molecule. There is the end. So and due to the presence of the rhodium, like copper sulfate and RH, take time. Exactly. First thing first, क्या होगा? Whenever the rhodium, the metal will be formed at the here is a N2 group जिसका carbon पे write down the structure of, write down the, now देखो. So carbon is an example for electron deficient species, right? Carbon is an example. Now this one is having the lone pair of electrons. So this group attaching, so oxygen has donated electrons, positive charge, as you know, right? This particular here. So whenever you are having the molecule, what is the charge over this carbon? Carbon was electron deficient. Now it has accepted the electron. Now it has accepted the electron. So whichever the group donates the electron, that will be getting positive. Whichever the group accepts the electron, that will be getting negative. So negative charge. In this scenario, the negative charge will be coming. So whenever the negative charge is coming and positive charge is adjacent to it, there is a double bond. This will be acting as a 1,3 dipole. This will be acting as a 1,3 dipole, and this is a double bond, right? This the next step. O minus will be attacking to. So finally, so that will be. Finally, this will be the. Since we are understanding the most important question, so that is the reason because the class is important. Okay. Whatever the questions that will be discussed in every question. Let's do the next. So the reaction. What is your I'll be telling you the shortcut of just try this question and what is the answer C. First reaction, the first step, reaction का step is an hydroboration reaction. In this hydroboration reactions, in this hydroboration, always remember one is more hindered, this one less hindered. Okay. And for this particular group, there are the two sides as well. One is the hydrogen. And always remember hydroboration reaction takes place in such that this group attacks into the boron. Is the person is abstracting. After this step क्या होगा? Ultimately, this boron वाला part I did. I did it. So finally, Finally, you will be getting 2 bond formation. Again, for giving there is also more hindered side here. Hydrogen, and you'll be it. Is it clear? So now the shortcut that will choose the highly sterically hindered group in between the three substituents which are having the boron. So I'm just giving. Now you have to choose which one among are the highly sterically. So I'll be giving you a shortcut. Okay. Since the carbonyl group is there, so the carbonylation. The carbonyl group is there. Carbonyl. Now अब बताओ in this scenario A, B and C say highly steric. The A, B, C highly steric. Write down carbonylation. Or sterically among A, B and C. Among A, B, which one is more hindered? More hindered. तो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट क्या बनेगा? Are you understanding? Whenever I have completed the Ardhas, in there I have done the detail mechanism. Detail mechanism also some little bit difficult is there, but now the next question. So before going into the next question, hello everyone, welcome to the India's largest language platform. That welcome to the Unacademy. Unacademy is the India's largest, in which our main target is to the CSIR as well as the GATE exam. So we are covering the CSIR as well as the GATE exam and rank. I have qualified almost every competitive CSIR NET GATE IIT. So I have a lot of experience in understanding whatever the examinations will be appearing, right? So I can guide you your journey. I have already completed the full Claden. I have already completed full Claden. That is free of cost. So you will be eligible for seeing classes, and that is total duration is the 130. You can dedicate your, you can get the full organic. So you will be getting these free classes in the Unacademy app. If you have not downloaded the Unacademy Learning, download the Unacademy Learning app. Then there search my name Kripasindhu. Then you'll be getting a lot of free classes. In the free classes, free classes means special class. Go to the special class section, and here you'll be getting. Now we have started the Claden chapter 25 and the search my name. Then you'll go to the special classes. Then you can attend the classes. Right? Right. Now in the next step, there is a new feature has been introduced by the Unacademy, which your no doubts will be सारे के सारे doubts clear हो जाएगा. There will be the doubts clearing educators are there. Will be clearing your doubt as you will see. For that, you have to raise the request for doubt. You'll be getting the instant solutions, lack of high quality solutions in both language. If the solution is unique, then you'll help videos. Solutions are available into the CSIR UGC NET platform. These are the steps which you can get out. You can, now there is a brilliant offer for all of you. If you take the Unacademy Plus subscription just right now, this offer is a limited period offer. Okay, this offer is a limited period offer. So if you take the Unacademy Plus subscription by using code Creep Live, use the code Creep Live. Then use the code KC10 also. Use the code Creep Live, and you'll be getting the 20% discount. That is one of the highest discounts, right? 20% for iconic as well as, so 20% discount you get. Do not forget this. This offer is valid till 25, 26, 20. This offer is valid till. And for more details, you can call it this number 585 585 5 times 8. Use code KKC10 20%. Okay. So now this is the recent price. The normal regular price. Now in this price you'll get use code creep live code 20. And now this is the highest time to buy the Unacademy. Use code creep live and get. So these are the normal pricing. If you use the code creep live, you will be getting the 20%. This offer is valid in 526. नहीं है. Today is the 26th, right? Today 26, 26, today, tomorrow, and the day after. Today we have done a lot of important, right? Now next questions I'll be giving you as a homework. आप लोग करना, okay? Please tell me everyone what is the and conceptual also. You need to understand. This one is a dine. With this dine, we are adding a, and that is the next step. Carbonyl. So it is actually the H, right? I'm through this question, everyone. I'm giving you the two options, and you have to. of the student direct question. The next class. अब बताओ. This question. Read the answer from all. In this particular scenarios, the correct answer, देखो, I have told you, whenever it will be the opportunity to form the CSQs, but this is a one question which is the exceptions, right? Why the reason? Obviously, the reason is there. Reason is also there. The correct answer for this A will be the correct answer. That you have to understand this, but A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer. Why that is so, we'll be discussing it next class. Okay. So I hope all of you will be working very, very hard for your upcoming CSIR NET as well as the GATE examinations. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the sessions. I hope today's class has been really helpful for your upcoming CSIR NET as well as the GATE examinations. Work very hard till you get the JRF. Let's crack CSIR UGC and the GATE examination. The brilliant rank. So bye everyone, and take care and all the best. If you like this video, then do not forget to like it and do subscribe to this channel. It's a very important channel. This is official. A lot of important videos. Early, not forget to you all. I'll be seeing you all into the tomorrows and